If that is a Rome Gatot,
Terizla's out of the picture. Arlo, though, Arlo!
I would like an Arlo.
Fight for the ultimate answer.
They just go Hilda. Maybe it's because the last series soured me towards the idea of Hilda.
Yeah, me too. I just blanked out.
Yeah. I didn't even consider the... Oh, wait, no. Well, yeah, I did. We did mention it earlier in the draft.
It's a good counter to the Joy. Like, you just live in King Kong's face.
Yeah, we did mention it at the start of the draft. Yeah.
But that's XP, right? XP Hilda.
Yeah,
so
it's an XP Hilda.
Yeah. XP Hilda this time around. They got a contra for Yaoi. I think, again, I like what TNC brought to this game one, but again, they're gonna have to cover every single base. That's just the box that every single team that has to play against Onic Philippines has to check. That was the case last season.
Yeah, and again, the draft of TNC feels like, other than it just being a mirror match of like, hey, it feels like it's Onic versus Onic in terms of the hero matchups. You could say it's like Onic versus TLID, Onic versus RQ Hoshi.
And if it's Onic versus Onic, Onic PH wins.
Yeah.
You can't play the teams lined up better than them.
If somehow TNC, again, with how much we highlighted Onic PH, if TNC can even just take this game, that's already a massive statement.
See if they're able to pull it off here. We're jumping right into the Land of Dawn here. Last match of opening day for us for MPL Philippines at Season 15. Could TNC Pro Team do it and surprise us all against Onic Philippines?
Very aggro start at the center of the map by Super Friends and Brusco, knowing that the Khalid can bully the Gatakacha and Lo Yi. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, Brusco has not yet popped his region, but Yaoi has.
Not only that, but he also went that Fury Hammer, right? So he's got that little extra penetration damage towards the Mozcom. So wants to win those trades. He still looks like he's going for it too. Right now it's TNC to go ahead and start up this turtle though. Might be able to go ahead and secure this one.
Failed airstrike by Super Friends, preemptively used. Kirk going into the back line. Zaida goes down. The Kirkitect draws first blood. Traded out for. Brusco popped as well. King Kong gets to work in on the turtle. Retribution still on point despite the man advantage for TNC. Onic takes it.
He finds a kill now on the bottom side. They should be able to get some push there, but here's the response now from Onic Philippines.
Yaoi put down to less than half of his health. Brusco catches a few. The flicker raging sandstorm. Yaoi down to a tenth of his health. JM looking for a kill. Brusco gets hit by a stray SOD. Double kill for Kozin. Super Prince buys it. AOG by Yaoi. Might have been a little too risky. Backs off.
Overheat by Onic Philippines and TNC now with the counter, showing that they can dance with Onic. It's not the cleanest, most dominating dance, but the Phoenix Army can...
The great start from TNC. So they can count their blessings, understand that that big play could still happen, but Joseph is right. They have to follow through, man.
Good wave manipulation up top, meaning it's taking a while for Kozin to show himself. It's going to rely on an SOD to land.
Turtle down to about half health. Early hits on the ults from Onic Philippines, and Brusco jumps in. Yaoi bites it. That's a man down. Lord JM is going to follow through. King Kong gets another. 3 players left for TNC, and off the cusp is Kozin farming off camp.
Great execution there by Onic Philippines. They, again, how many times have
forward, right?
He's done it twice this game.
He's done it twice this game, but he's done that so many times in the past, and it sets things up perfectly for those off angles.
That's a real moment, ladies and gentlemen, during the Infinix hand cam, where they took 3 down like it was nothing, trading out King Kong for 3 members of TNC. Lanzi, Zaida, Yaoi down. Lord J might follow through. One more for the Filipino Savage as Kelra takes down the last member, Sans Kozin from TNC.
He's still up in the heavens, the god of the gold lane, still proving that he lives up to that name. Either of those two, maybe even King Kong, a little bit too deep, a little bit too aggro. Kelra's always just there to go, nah, I got you. I'll make sure that if you go down, it won't be a waste.
We'll see if they can actually catch Kelra this time around, or actually fight for this Lord here.
Down to a 5th of its health, now a 10th. King Kong knee deep. Zaida gets the steal. AOG by Yaoi in the thick of it. He does go down, traded out for Super Friends. Looking for the punish. Kelra gets a double. Zaida running through. Can Onic Philippines stop him? He gets away with highway robbery.
A Lord, and they took Super Friends down to, and this will force Onic PH to go back.
It might make Onic Philippines also hesitant a little bit on this next one coming up in just a couple seconds. But this is where anytime, any lineup, any team that has the Lo Yi can play around the macro presence. But look at this. Onic Philippines is going to go for themselves. trying to make a play.
Got a concealed play.
Oh!
Raging Sandstorm on a 3. SOD hits no one. Lancey's down. Bruce can turn it out for Zyda gets a kill. Look at the back line. King Kong takes down Kozin. The shutdown onto the Moskov. And Zyda cover tail. But Kelra shuts him down. You ain't going nowhere, son. 3 for 1. Onic back on the board.
What a scramble by these two, and at the end of it all, it's TNC Pro Team who suddenly
Okay.
surprised.
Lord JM, he tried to get away, couldn't find a bush.
Oh.
Kelra gets him.
And now TNC have to play from the back. Or will Onic actually just try to end with this lone minion wave against Agatas Gacha? Goes in and Lancey will be back in time.
It's an end angle. Literally Yaoi versus the world. They penetrate through mid. King Kong sent over to deal with the Lord alone. And Onic BA is just going for insurance.
That was literally the entire team coming from every direction possible in the game.
Oh, and at this point, once again, Brusco using that conceal ready. The turrets are going to go down. Still the top is up. That second tier finally falling. The Lord's cleared out, though, so TNC, can they stay in this game? Yaoi will go ahead and charge on up the Unbreakable. They're going to clear these waves. Better airstrike.
Reggie sends up the answer. Cancelled AOG, revitalized by Yaoi. Catches Brusco and Kirk. Vengeance already in the SOD. Kozin takes it point blank. Kelra takes down Yaoi. That's a man down for TNC. Finally, the last inhibitor falls. TNC just a bare base left.
Kirk actually got to block a really good SOD angle. Since Kirk blocked it, Kozin couldn't find the perfect gag angle for his ultimate.
King Kong catches a few beads from TNC. Pushed him out. Cleared. The Phoenix army lives on another day.
Okay, TNC will actually stay in the game despite losing all the turrets, though. They still have some fight in them. Waves pushing up on top and bottom. Are they actually going to still go for the end angle here?
The Super Fam is relentless. They want to end it. Feathered airstrike by Super Prince. Look at the back line. Scrambled. Lancey trying to go up against the god in the gold lane. Kelra does call the shot. Kozin comes in. The wind of nature. Not enough for Kelra to survive the shutdown. 11 kills worth of gold. Zyda taken out by King Kong. The fight continues. 2 for 1. The current trade. Lancey's down. Yaoi fighting for his life will not work out. 3 for 1. This is still an end angle. Lord Jam and Kozin left.
They're going to have to keep it together here. It's only 2 versus the 4.
Kozin gets jumped in on by Brusco.
Strike
served up with a few salvos of Super Prince's feathered airstrike. The base still left standing. There's one siege minion. The base is gonna fall. Onic Philippines takes game 1.
You can't count it out, though. Onic Philippines is super fam. The world champs will take it game number 1, but man, what a performance, though, from TNC there in game 1.
Yeah, they showed up, but it seems like with every time we saw TNC.
Specialty for Lancey.
Dang.
Onic closes strong with a specialty for Kirk.
Yeah, that's
Kirk
a
special.
That's a signature, man.
When you say Edith, it's him and Edward.
I was going to say, yeah, him and Edward. I still think, you know, with this lineup for TNC, I like the concept of it. I like what they are bringing to it, but maybe the Aurora is part of the answer, too, to kind of go ahead and work on catching Kelra, because I feel like that was, you know, some of the difficulty they had. Or maybe it's also just a good answer just in case they get caught by a claws, for example, or they get kicked. They can force that fight by just locking them down with the Aurora kit.
Yeah, no, I totally see that happening, and I agree. I think that's what they were looking for when they picked up the Aurora. The Varus, I think, is going to be the biggest question here, because this is very timing-based. This lineup puts a lot of pressure on the 3 players all together, the Matilda, the Alpha, and the Varus together. They need to weave in and out of the well.
See if they can weave it, make it work, take it to a game 3. That'd be something that a lot of people might not expect from TNC. Can they make it happen here in game number 2 against Onic Philippines? And again, even with the setup, you know, it's funny how we were just talking about the Alpha, and now he comes through for Zyda here. This matchup too, the Alpha versus the Suyo, he's going to have to make it work, but at least in this way, they have a ton of utility.
Have to hold on to his Spear of Alpha, so he just has an option to out if in case he needs it.
Oh, look how fast his turtle's going here.
Ooh.
They actually contest.
TNC taking it clean. Zyda scores, looking to punish one. Super Prince bites it.
Good play. They get a turtle. They get a kill to go ahead and work around.
Oh.
King Kong just finding else on.
He said that they should, but what they gave up was actually control around the objective. Now Onic are holding the priority shrubs for this Lord. You're forcing counter to react.
Oh.
Bottom. Oh! They caught Prince!
Oh, the jump in by TNC, and they're looking to find a vengeance kill onto Lord JM. Not gonna happen as TNC collapse onto this Lord at half health now. Yawi pushing back the rest of Onic Philippines, and that's the Phoenix Army scoring a major objective.
There you go, TNC. Lord JM's been on point. I mean, utilizing the flicker with the Daytona's welcome to find those key pickoffs. The amount of utility that TNC's lineup gives them is such an advantage. And it's funny because I was thinking when the game started, you know, for Lord JM that he would rely heavily on Guiding Wind to set things up, but he hasn't really needed it. He's just flickered a lot of them. So the fight for this Lord is going to break out. I'm wondering, will Onic Philippines be able to contest this?
Ain't no dance here as TNC is fully committed.
Oh!
In comes another Dennis Welcome with a flicker. Cancelled though, Lord JM still standing, but just barely. Summon Force sent in by Kozen. Lancey very low. Kirk taken down by Zaida in the back line. And this does delay the Lord take, but they do bite one. Away the dragon by Brusco. Kick in, Lord JM in, but not gonna end the job. Zaida survives, no one taken by Onic. Clean for TNC.
We talked about pressure onto Lord JM, Yawi, and Zaida to make the core of this lineup work. Screw pressure, they are making this work. Lord JM's decision-making to enter, Yawi being able to time the Guiding Winds to supplement the shields. He saved Zaida in that scenario, and Zaida is still deathless at 3-0-1.
I can't believe, even with a Sea Halberd, a glowing wand over here from Onic Philippines. Again, it's not a series over just yet, but it would be great to get to a game number 3 in that sense for TNC.
If they end Onic here after this Lord, it would be a spicy meatball. Lord down to 3/5 of its health. Brusco playing with range. King Kong and Kirk in the wings with Super Prince trying to get some stacks. Amazing wave management by TNC. They're denying these stacks from Super Prince, which makes this dance all the more interesting. Brusco finds one, kicks Lord JM. They're gonna blast the dinosaur. He adds the Prince in place here. The Spear of Alpha taking down Brusco. He goes one man down from Onic. TNC happy with that skirmish. They do send Lord JM back home.
Great Glacier there. Setting up, and again, it's been Brusco, and he's feeling that struggle on the throne now against this kind of lineup. That was a Divine Glaive also picked up now for Super Prince.
Third item.
They gotta wait for this though still, but this should be a Lord for TNC.
Yeah, with Roamer gone, it's gonna be tough for them to contest, but the defense right now actually should be great for Onic Philippines. TNC will get this without a problem. Divine Glaive on Prince. Kelra is fully built as this Granger. Yeah, he's not going to full build that into COD at this point.
Yeah.
That's going to be a loss.
Yep.
He's going to be fine.
The damage profile on TNC, again, they've gone through that hurdle.
Yeah.
Oh, Yawi picking up the Holy Crystal here, so.
Oh, God.
All right.
Okay.
That's Yawi style right there, man.
Damage Matilda. Yeah, damage Matilda, but also to dish out more shielding as well. Good itemization across the board, actually, for TNC, but this Lord, whoever gets this might actually win the game.
That's right. Lord now reset here softly, fully now, down to, what, a fifth of its, 4/5 of its health. And King Kong and Kirk are blasting it.
Oh, they're going to
Primal
blast
Wrap.
it.
Look at Lord JM trying to go for Prince and
They're just
Kelra.
going.
The kick by Brusco. They're distracted him. King Kong from underneath. TNC scores 1. Kirk flickers back. Circling Eagle, Lancey gets popped by Super Prince. They trade 1-for-1.
From the back.
For mid.
It's a sandwich.
The back line. The spin. The
Oh!
split.
No!
3-for-1. Lord James gonna bite it too.
What?
And it's a wipeout. Zaida standing, but just barely. Ladies and gentlemen, Onic have done it again.
How did they do it? How, Renmar?
And it's a maniac for King Kong!
And the Lord too.
They were split up. They committed in helping Lord JM.
Look at the camera. They can't believe they did it.
They can't believe it themselves.
Classic TNC fashion. They had the game, they had the win, and it slipped from their hands while Onic has pulled magic out of their own hands as well.
Oh my goodness. It was so close.
The sweep. We could have sworn TNC were going to make gods bleed, but the sweep by Onic Philippines.
Oh, you can even see Onic Philippines themselves as they cheer